Hello, everyone, and welcome to Growing Girl Scouts recruitment training. We are so glad that you're here with us today. We will be going over some main points in the Growing Girl Scouts guide. You can read more in depth on your own as you have time, but we will also cover much of that in person or virtually with you today. And of course, feel free to use the guide as a reference for the future. Your recruitment specialist will be here after the training to go over anything you would like to specifically know more about that we may not have covered in this video. Also, your recruitment specialist in your area is available anytime via email, phone, or in person to help you as well with your recruitment. Things that we'll go over today: why we recruit and your role, types of recruitment events and what they look like, how to talk to girls and their families, frequently asked questions, even the tough ones, and the registration process. Recruitment events are a prime opportunity to bring new girls and volunteers into Girl Scouts for the longevity of the service unit and to organize new service units and troops into areas where we currently do not have any. This ensures that every girl is extended an invitation personally to join Girl Scouts. Here at Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska, or GSSN, we truly believe that every girl should have the opportunity to experience Girl Scouts and that there should be no hindrance upon that. In your recruiter role, you will be the first impression for girls and families as they learn about Girl Scouts in your community. You're also inviting adults that will make a commitment to girls in their community whose lives are changed forever by the experiences that they have leading a troop or volunteering in their service unit. The number one reason volunteers choose to dedicate their time to recruitment efforts is because they believe strongly in the Girl Scout mission. You volunteers know firsthand the impact that Girl Scouts can have on the lives of girls, and you're passionate about helping families discover the awesomeness that is Girl Scouts. While you may not have the answers to every question that prospective families bring to you, you are well equipped to share why Girl Scouts matters. To make sure every girl who wants to be a Girl Scout can participate, we need recruiters. Recruiters play a crucial role as they lead recruitment efforts throughout Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska membership year. In your recruitment role, girls and families will get their first impression of Girl Scouts through you. Girl Scouts is important because it gives girls the space to lead, to fail safely, and to grow into the strong leaders our future needs. You help girls reach their potential by opening the door for them. That's why your work is so important. Nebraska has 93 counties in 2 different time zones. GSSN is broken into 6 territories with 1 recruiter serving each area. We can't be everywhere, and your link to your own community is an invaluable help to recruitment efforts. For example, the Omaha Metro has 1 recruiter serving the entire area of nearly 1 million people. Imagine trying to reach out to all the communities in that area. That's why we need your help. Community connections. You are a key member in the recruitment team for Girl Scouts. You can help recruit specialists by making community connections and keeping in contact with your recruiter throughout the year about events and things going on in your community. You can also hang posters and signs in your local business area. Ask to leave information for people to take, submit information to newsletters, and more. Don't forget to share what your local Girl Scouts are doing with the people in your community. We want the whole world to see and hear their stories and achievements. Some community connections could include schools, principals, PTO members, staff of local faith-based organizations, community centers, homeschool organizations, community events such as National Night Out, businesses to partner with such as libraries, dance studios, and sports organizations, community, and civic leaders. What is a recruitment event? Recruitment events are a time to welcome new girls, parents, and volunteers into the world of Girl Scouts. Registration events. The purpose of a registration event is so that girls and their families are invited to attend the event specifically to learn more about Girl Scouts. These can be simple 1-hour information sessions or an entire themed event. School recruitment events. Purpose is generate interest in Girl Scouts and connect briefly with potential members and gather information from them. This could be back to school nights, open house nights, or even a community event. Connect with your recruitment specialist to share ideas or get ideas for your event. That's what we're here for. I personally love planning a party, so events are right up my alley, and I hope they're up yours. Also, don't be afraid to create a team to help you. Your team can include other troop co-leaders, parents, volunteers, alums, or girls. Recruitment events can be a great opportunity for the girls to take the lead and share not only about their troop, but what they do and why they love Girl Scouts. This is one of my favorite slides, which is the recruitment supplies. Now, just like in Girl Scouts, you can choose to be very creative with this. We have several supplies as GSSN available to you. That would include printed materials such as brochures, membership registration forms, information about volunteering cards, information about girl program level sheets, flyers promoting troop forming nights. We have interest forms to collect information, yard signs, promotional items like pens, pencils, and stickers, and green tablecloths. As you can see in the picture on this slide, this unique event has also decided to include a board showing pictures of local Girl Scouts doing things in that community. What's great about this is that the people passing by will likely notice some of the girls in the community, whether they know their parents or are personally involved with their family. This is a great way to show how your girls can actively participate in your community and have been. We encourage volunteers and troops assisting with registration events to bring their own Girl Scout journey books, Girls Guide to Girl Scouting books, and even their own Girl Scout scrapbooks to display. This creates more local interest. If you would like flyers with your own troop forming night or registration event information on them, or if you need more recruitment materials, please contact your area recruitment specialist right away. That information will be on the last slide that we go over, so stay tuned. Please also note that customized flyers can take a while, sometimes up to 4 weeks, to print and distribute. So please be cautious of the timing. Representing Girl Scouts Spirit of Nebraska recruitment tables. So there's a few things that you want to do in addition to having an organized table for recruitment. You'll want to use a welcoming tone anytime you talk to someone who approaches you. You'll want 1 to 2 people, and if the event is larger or for any reason it's applicable, you can sure have more than that. We want you to stay at the table the entire time you're at the back to school open house. Work as a team. Have more than one person at the table or work in shifts so that you are able to attend your child's back to school event as well. Make sure you've contacted the school to ask permission and see if there are any terms regarding Girl Scouts presence at the event. Make sure to dress in all your Girl Scout gear, and if you have girls attending, have them wear their uniforms with all their badges to show off their accomplishments. Really nice thing to add on there is when you have someone that's come over to your table and is inquiring information, you can ask one of the girls next to you that's already a scout to share more information about some of the badges that she appreciated earning. Make sure that you know where that you'll be located. Make sure the table is set up and displayed appropriately. Freshen up on your Girl Scout facts. You may not realize this, but you are a walking billboard for Girl Scouts. And while you may not have the answers to every question, you are still well equipped to share why Girl Scouts matters. Confirm before you go what troops are in the area before the event, and if a new troop can be formed where there are no existing troops. You will need a leadership team for each troop of 2 unrelated adults and 2 girls. Girl Scout staff will help form every aspect of the troop and provide continued support through the remainder of your Girl Scout membership. Be sure to ask questions. Do what you want to fill out an interest form so that someone can follow up with you. Also, when you fill out an interest form, you may want to say something like back to school nights can be very chaotic and rushed for families. If you don't have time to stop and talk for very long, how about you fill out this information legibly and return it to me and we'll follow up with you. Make sure the information is legible and that it is filled out clearly and completely. Most importantly, we ask that you communicate with your recruiter. Troop support specialists and other Girl Scout staff are very integral to what we do, but recruitment is at the heart of new membership and exactly who you need to be talking to about your recruitment efforts. Remember also that everywhere you go, there is an opportunity to represent Girl Scouts, whether you're in the checkout line at the grocery store, a church gathering, a PTO meeting, etc. Community members look to you as a leader because you're a Girl Scout, so represent yourself accordingly. Representing Girl Scouts Spirit of Nebraska registration events. Make your recruiter your direct link. A registration event is an event outside of schools. This can be as simple as an informational session or a themed event with activities. Promotion is key for an event like this to be run successfully, and that promotion can be done in several different ways. Flyers can be distributed through the school with their permission and within their guidelines, of course. Check with the school first or talk to your recruiter who will know some of the guidelines that most schools require. Ask in the community to hang flyers or posters in businesses and local organizations. Some places to think about including are libraries, child care centers, dance studios, doctor and dentist office, community centers, places of worship, grocery stores, coffee shops, and more. Our website has downloadable social media images and suggested post text. Be sure to follow the rules of any Facebook group that you post in. Lastly, word of mouth is still in style. Plan, plan, plan. Highlight the activity that you do. An activity can be a great way for kids to be engaged, giving parents time to focus on what to say. Get someone to help run the activity while you are speaking with those interested parents. The activity should be geared towards all ages and boys and girls. Why is this? Well, many times when a family chooses to go on an outing, they have no choice but to bring all the children, and that could include both girls and boys. We want to cater to the family to show them that we want to be a part of their family. Therefore, we want to be inclusive and to have gender neutral or fun and exciting games that all kids can play. It's very important that when a family attends, we also consider the siblings as well. Lastly, tell parents what your timeline is for the event and that there will be time for questions at the end. Other things to consider will be how many people will you need for the event, how long the event will be. Ask Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska to help. Post directional signs near the event center. Have your activity ready. Check your technology before the event begins. Know your timeline and flow of the event. Know what your outcome should or you would like it to be. Be sure to ask questions and listen, and always, always, always follow up if applicable. Here are some talking points of the Girl Scout program that are frequently asked questions. The next slide will show the answer to these, but we'll go over these in a little depth here while I'm here with you. So what do Girl Scouts do? Pause the video if you know the answer. Otherwise, here it is. We share the positives. We keep it simple. We share your Girl Scout story. Ask questions. Ask girls what they like to do. Don't forget to mention our 4 pillars of STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math, the outdoors, life skills, and entrepreneurship. Are you selling cookies, and when do sales start? Well, unless this event is in February, your response would be something like, today we are here to tell people about all of the opportunities in Girl Scouts, but cookie sales typically happen in February for the state. We just moved from blank. Is my membership still good? Well, yes, we can easily transfer your membership. Talk to one of us today. How much does all of this cost? $25 a year. Financial assistance is available to cover memberships for those needing assistance. When, where, and what time are troop meetings? Well, this decision is made by the troop leadership team following specific safety standards defined by the Girl Scouts USA. Be prepared to answer with the information that applies, and you may have to get this information from your recruitment specialist or troop support specialist, such as the existing troop info from your area. Are Girl Scouts affiliated with Boy Scouts? What's your opinion? No, there is no affiliation. Only Girl Scouts brings the expertise, programming, and legacy of success necessary to help girls reach their full potential, preparing them for a lifetime of leadership. Why don't you have enough volunteers? A common misconception is that it takes a lot of time to volunteer for Girl Scouts. That's not the case. In fact, 95% of our volunteers work full time and may be just as busy as you are. That's why it's important that parents help the troop in many ways as they are able to. What does a troop co-leader do? The leadership team and co-leaders are in charge of organizing the troop. They set a meeting time, location, and they work with the girls on what the girls want to do, as this is a girl-led initiative. Here are some responses for those in more depth. Feel free to pause the video if you need. And what to do after an event. Aside from the event itself, what happens after is the most important part. So what do you do with all those interest forms that you collected? Well, you collect the sign-in sheet and the lead forms, however you got that information. You'll need to send a copy to your recruiter. You can scan and send an email, a fax where applicable, a picture text, or drop off at the local Girl Scout office. All recruitment specialists would like this information returned to them within 24 hours. Holding on to that information only causes a pain point for that potential member, as they would like to follow up with us within at least 48 hours of submitting their information. So time is important. Please keep again in mind, return within 24 hours any information you receive throughout the year regarding contact information for a potential lead. Communications with your recruiter helps us to be successful together as Girl Scouts Spirit of Nebraska. We will pause the video after this moment and we'll take a second to talk about any questions that you may have. And now that we have answered your questions today, please see here the recruitment map and information. All 6 areas are included on here. We have the Omaha Service Center. You can reach either Amanda Good for East Central or Ann Pierce for East Rural. The Lincoln Service Center, you will contact our Southeast recruiter, Carrie Nunez. For the Columbus Center and the Northeast recruitment, you'll contact me, Callie Reeves. For the Grand Island Service Center and the Central Area recruitment, Pat Larson is your girl. The Kearney Service Center and the Kearney area will also be serviced by Pat as well. The Ogallala Service Center and the Ogallala area and West recruitment all goes down to Michelle Tetters. And please remember 2 important bits of information at the bottom of the screen. Member Support's phone number is 800-695-6690, and the website is girlscoutsnebraska.org. Thank you all for your time and volunteering, not only for Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska, but for our amazing recruitment initiatives and efforts. We really appreciate what you are doing to help make this place a better world for all girls. Thank you and have a good day.